เ Good evening, residents and friends from CHOA CHU KANG. Welcome to tonight's CHOA CHU KANG GRC rally. Our rally will begin at 7:30, but before we begin, I would like to make some very important announcements. Our rally site has a few emergency exits, and they are actually to your left, or to my left, and also at the back of this venue. There are also toilet and washroom mobile toilet facilities at the back of this field. So in case you need to use the restroom, you know where to go. Now, in the event of rain and lightning, please take shelter and cover under the building, in the school canteen. Thank you.
各位居民朋友们，大家晚上好！非常欢迎大家出席今天的人民行动党菜头港集选区群众大会。在这里，我有几项重要的提示要告诉大家。第一个就是我们为大家准备的流动厕所，就在你们的右手边有几个，还有在停车场外面那里也有好几个。 第二项呢是我们的紧急出口处，万一有什么事情，大家想尽快离开场地，也要有秩序，然后利用你们右手边的几个出口，你们右边有2个，还有这里前面也有1个。最后一项就是遇到闪电打雷的时候或者下雨的时候，请大家前往学校的食堂躲雨。我们的群众大会正式是在7点半才开始，请大家稍微休息一下，等待我们的嘉宾到来。谢谢。
Ladies and gentlemen, as we await the start of our rally tonight, I would like to hear some noise from you, okay, some cheers. Can I have some cheers from the crowd, please? Do you think that's loud enough? I think we can all do better, right? CHOA CHU KANG, we can all do better than that.
让我们给现场制造一点热闹的气氛。我们的支持者在哪里？对，谢谢大家。
Why did you stop? I think we can continue on. Yeah, please continue on. Just because I stopped, you need to continue on. Louder, please. Tonight we have lined up several speakers who are just like you and me, okay, fellow residents of CHOA CHU KANG GRC. Now they will share with you their experiences, stories, and more about living in CHOA CHU KANG GRC and being. We'll then welcome our PAP candidates for CHOA CHU KANG as well as our guest speakers to the stage to share with us what they have in store for us and also what our plans are for CHOA CHU KANG and Singapore as a whole.
蔡厝港居民们、朋友们，大家晚上好！非常感谢大家热烈出席我们人民行动党蔡厝港集选区群众大会。今天晚上呢，除了我们集选区候选人将会发表演说之外，我们这里也有好几位蔡厝港居民和嘉宾，希望借此机会向人民行动党表示支持。 现在让我们邀请我们几位演讲者、蔡厝港居民上台就座。
Let's give our resident speakers a warm round of applause, please, everybody. Alright, without further ado, let's put our hands together and welcome our first speaker, Miss Ho Han Wei.
首先要发表演讲的是许韩薇小姐，许小姐将以英语演讲，许小姐请。
A very good evening to my fellow blood brothers and sisters of Singapore. I'm Han Wei, a resident of Bukit Gombak. I'm going to talk about GE2015, which is very important to choose our future, our children's future, and our grandchildren's future. It is important for all of us as a Singaporean to decide who can build our aspirations for our children and our grandchildren. To be a common village. It is important to testify her contribution. So who are we talking about? Who is this person? Yen Ling. She is Miss Lo Yen Ling. And again, she came very well prepared. She hit the ground and she had a never-ending list of what she would like to do for the residents of Bukit Gombak. And she put this into action during her 4.5 years in Bukit Gombak. Here is the first semester examination of Ms. Lo Yen Ling. She has done a great job to improve transport facilities for Bukit Gombak residents. Key community facilities such as playgrounds and fitness corners have sprouted across Bukit Gombak. Personal conveniences of residents have also been improved through upgraded lifts, more covered walkways, and car parks. Like any relationships, time, effort, and communication are essential ingredients to ensure a close-knit community. As such, Ms. Lo always believes that in order to understand the different needs of residents, an open line of communication is crucial. As a resident of Bukit Gombak, I'm tired of Ms. Lo's community project. One after another, after another, after another, to bond the whole community. In particular, she organized many community projects to benefit and senior citizens so that the community takes ownership of the community. As an example, I'm a youngster. I've seen projects which provided a platform for youngsters to take ownership of our own senior citizens. Now you can understand why I'm tired. But at the end of the day, I can see that this project displays one thing in common, which is to help our community. I'm confident to say that Ms. Lo will continue the pursuit for Bukit Gombak to grow in beauty, strength, and character with every one of us. For this is home truly and worth our every effort, sacrifice, and moment spent in building a better Singapore and shaping the Bukit Gombak we love. I dare say that Ms. Long has graduated from the University of Bukit Gombak. She has many residents who will accredit her with a degree and vouch for her actions. The residents of Bukit Gombak will agree with me that she pushes with all her might for new policies to be implemented in Bukit Gombak, sending the benefit to the whole GRC residents and Singapore. In my humble opinion, she's a real example of the Singapore spirit. I'm absolute faith that she will serve many more terms to bring CHOA CHU KANG GRC to even greater heights. She's an advocate for strengthening bonds in our community. Now, it is the time for me to summarize. The summary is, I would like to share here what I've shared with my elderly parents who have zero knowledge of English, politics, and social media in the presence of who are active in social media. My message is, I'm certainly confident we shall support the CHOA CHU KANG candidate, including Ms. Low Yen Ling. We will not be disappointed. I'm very confident about that. Our children will appreciate the meticulous decision taken by our generation to choose leaders of future. And our grandchildren will be proud to say that my grandparents have chosen good quality leaders, which are parallel to what we are proud of today, that our grandparents and parents have chosen high quality achievers as our first and second generation leaders. I sincerely hope all of us think like what I said to my parents. Can we say that? Can we give a full mandate and support for the candidates who are sitting, or will we be here tonight with us? Majulah PAP! Majulah PAP! Majulah PAP! Majulah our Singapore! Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Cole. Let's give her a round of applause again. And let's welcome Mr. No Modi, who will deliver his speech in Mandarin.
谢谢。接下来，让我们欢迎吴茂利先生。吴茂利将以华语演讲，无心的请。
大家晚上好。好。谢谢你们今晚来参加今天的群众大会。可能有些人错过今晚的电视剧《家和万事兴》，不用可惜，因为我们这里有嘉宾。他又上来，对不起。嘉兴是蔡厝馆的一个竞选议员。第一次遇见嘉兴是在公司里，印象非常深刻。因为当时老板在介绍他的时候说是从路上捡来的，他捡到宝了。怎么说呢？原来有一天老板在路上看到嘉兴，他正在量马路，因为他已经辞职了，打算去做义务。老板说服他进入公司，说他给他多一点的时间，不过薪水要减少了。我对他印象最深刻的一句话就是。万一是真的呢？事情是这样的，有一天我们走在马路上，一个人上前来讨2块钱，说他丢失了钱包，要搭车回家。嘉兴毫不犹豫的就把2块钱交给那个人。那人走过，我就问他：难道你没有怀疑他可能是骗子吗？他说：万一那是真的呢？如果没有人相信他，他不是要走路回家了吗？这让我想起了一个1毛钱的故事。在很多年前，我和我太太应该在下面了，问我去哪里了？我们去到海边散步，一不小心把那个车钥匙跟钱包锁在车里，正不知如何是好的时候，走着走着在地上捡到1毛钱，当时有多么开心啊！真的是雀跃万分。 拿了那1毛钱打电话回家求救。当我想起这个1毛钱的故事之后，我就发现嘉兴当时的心态是将心比心。将心比心不是每个人能时时刻刻做到的。据我对嘉兴的观察及对他的了解，他能做到。他时时刻刻都能把自己放在别人的处境，感受到他们的心境。这就是为什么他去当义工。当人质发生危机的时候，没有人出来的时候，他自告奋勇去当他的义工。所以他也为什么他会站出来竞选议员，这就应验了了凡四训的一句话：身在宫门好修行。希望大家多多支持嘉兴，谢谢。
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Our next speaker for this evening is Madam Zulaida binti Fazrul. Madam Zulaida will deliver her speech in Mandarin.
接下来要演讲的是我们蔡州港的马来同胞 Zulaida Fazrul PBM 女士 ，Zulaida。
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati, selamat malam saya ucapkan kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, dan saya sangat berterima kasih kerana tuan-tuan dan puan-puan dapat bersama-sama kita di hari ini, di rapat ini. Dengan moto, bersama anda, untuk anda, demi Singapura, kami di sini ingin anda sekalian membayangkan bahawa kita harus membangunkan terus mutu penghidupan kita, fizikal, mental, untuk rakyat Singapura di masa hadapan. Bersama-sama PAP, anda sekalian akan bekerjasama meningkatkan lagi dan mengembangkan potensi yang ada pada kita, pada rakyat Singapura, menjalani penghidupan di masa akan datang. Oleh itu, PAP bersedia melabur untuk setiap warganya supaya setiap warga dapat memilih orang-orang yang berwawasan, bersungguh-sungguh dan bersedia menjalankan tugas dengan amanah. Untuk itu, PAP menyediakan pemimpin-pemimpin yang boleh dipercayai untuk matlamat tersebut. Semasa tanggungjawab kami di Panggal lalu, ahli parlimen kita, Encik Zaki Muhammad, bagi calon PAP telah menyumbangkan perkhidmatan bantuan sosial dan ekonomi kepada penduduk kejiranan di Keat Hong, mengeluarkan bantuan beasiswa kepada pelajar-pelajar dari sekolah rendah hingga ke universiti. Selain itu, kita juga pihak Keat Hong di atas leadership Encik Zaki Muhammad, kita juga mengagih-agihkan bantuan makanan kepada penduduk-penduduk yang berpendapatan rendah yang memerlukan di kejiranan kita, iaitu Keat Hong. Selain itu, kita juga mengadakan khidmat pinjaman kursi beroda untuk mereka yang sakit, yang memerlukan, dan juga mereka yang kurang mampu. Telah banyak dimanfaatkan tempat kita. Mengadakan khidmat sukarela, menghantar dan mengambil para pesakit yang memerlukan dari klinik dan hospital yang dilakukan oleh para sukarela aktivis PAP Keat Hong. Bagi projek masa depan yang terdekat, Encik Zaki sedang merancang dan sedang menjalankan, umpamanya membina pusat penjaga di kawasan CHOA CHU KANG di mana lokasinya akan diberitahu di masa yang terdekat. Menaik taraf berbaharui lift-lift yang telah lama akan gantikan, dan tempat-tempat riadah untuk anak-anak dan orang-orang tua juga untuk yang berkeluarga. Membina laluan jogging track yang baru dan menaik taraf laluan jogging track yang lama di kawasan CHOA CHU KANG Elvin 4. Selain itu, kita juga akan Encik Zaki dan timnya akan mempertekadkan Keat Hong Shopping Center dengan memasang lift dan menambah unit di Sunshine Place. Dan sekarang ini apa yang telah dilakukan, kita sedang memasang lift di tempat meletak kereta bertingkat di kawasan CHOA CHU KANG Elvin 4 dan beberapa projek yang bermanfaat untuk warga emas penduduk kawasan kami. Kalau kita lihat sekeliling, itu sekarang ini, pembangunan yang pesat, kehidupan yang makmur dan prasarana-prasarana yang memudahkan kita dari segi sosial adalah hasil kerja keras pemimpin-pemimpin PAP seperti Encik Zaki dan rakan-rakannya dalam GRC CHOA CHU KANG yang dipimpin oleh Mr. Gan Kim Yong. Maka, jika ingin keadaan ini berterusan, maka pilihlah pemimpin yang boleh kita harapkan bekerjasama dengan anda semua. Oleh itu, bersedialah mengiring dan menolong merubah hidup kita. Undilah PAP. Majulah PAP. Majulah CHOA CHU KANG. Majulah Singapura.
Thank you, Madam Sulaiman. Next up, we will have Madam Mala who will deliver a speech in Tamil.
接下来要发表演说的是我们的印族同胞马拉女士。
அன்பார்ந்த குடிமக்களே, வாக்காளர்களே, மக்கள் சேவை கட்சி திரு கன் கிம் யாங் CHOA CHU KANG வட்டாரத்தில் கடந்த 2011ஆம் ஆண்டு தேர்தலில் தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டார். அவர் இந்த தொகுதியை ஒரு அழகிய பசுமை இல்லமாக அமைத்துள்ளார். குடியிருப்பாளர்கள் நடைபயிற்சி, சைக்கிள் பயிற்சி செய்வதற்கு அழகான இடமும் அவரின் முயற்சியால் அமைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. சிறு ஒன்றுகூடும் நிகழ்ச்சிகளில் கூட அவர் கலந்து கொள்வார். நன்றாக குடிமக்களுடன் ஒன்று கூடி கலகலப்பாக பேசி மகிழ்ச்சியாக அனைவரிடம் பழகுவார். ஒவ்வொருவரின் கருத்தையும் சிந்தனையும் பெருமையாக கேட்டு அதற்கு ஏற்றாற்போல் சிந்தித்து பதிலும் அளிப்பார். அடுத்து அவரால் ஆன உதவியையும் செய்வார். மூத்த குடிமக்கள் மற்றும் அனைத்து சிங்கப்பூரின் சுகாதாரத்தில் பல மாற்றங்களையும் நன்மைகளையும் ஏற்படுத்தியுள்ளார். சமூக நிகழ்ச்சிகளில் புது சிந்தனைகளையும் யுக்திகளையும் பயன்படுத்த ஊக்கம் அளிப்பார். நமது CHOA CHU KANG குடியிருப்பாளர்களுக்கு அவர் எப்போதும் நம் குடும்பங்களில் ஒருவராக பல நிகழ்ச்சிகளில் கலந்து கொண்டுள்ளார். அவரின் முயற்சியால் குடியிருப்பாளர்கள் பலரை முடிந்த அளவு சலுகை கட்டணப்படி வெளியூர்களுக்கும் அழைத்து செல்ல முடிந்தது. பலர் குடும்பத்தோடு இதை சிறந்த வாய்ப்பாக அமைத்துக் கொடுத்தார். அவர் பல மருத்துவ சலுகைகளில் இப்போது அதில் செய்துள்ளார். முதியோர்களுக்கு பல சலுகைகள் அதில் அடங்கும். முதியோர்கள் பெரும்பாலான மருத்துவ சிகிச்சைக்கு பகுதி கட்டணம் கட்ட ஏற்பாடுகளும் செய்துள்ளார். இப்போது சிங்கப்பூர் மக்கள் மருத்துவ சேவை நிதி சலுகைகளை மகிழ்ச்சியோடு நம்பிவிக்க இவர் பல ஏற்பாடுகளையும் செய்துள்ளார். இது CHOA CHU KANG குடியிருப்பாளர்களுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நம் சிங்கப்பூர் மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் இந்த மருத்துவ சேவை நிதி திட்டம் உதவியுள்ளது. PAPக்கு வாக்களியுங்கள். திரு கன் கிம் யாங்கிற்கு வாக்களியுங்கள். நன்றி.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Mr. Wong, who will speak to us in English.
是刘明正先生，刘先生将以英语演讲。刘先生请。
Residents of CHOA CHU KANG GRC, residents of Nanyang Constituency, ladies and gentlemen, my very warm welcome and good evening. Singapore has come far in these 50 years. In 1960, we faced tremendous difficulties as young nation. Racial tensions remained high after the riots in 1964, and not long after sparked more violence in 1969. Housing shortages were severe, with many living in slums and squatter settlements with no sanitation. Our water supply was inadequate and heavily dependent on Malaysia. Our economy was confronted by massive unemployment, poor infrastructure, and the lack of an industrial tradition. Once we had, we cannot secure any certainty. After independence, Singapore only had 2 infantry battalions, 2 ships, and no air force. Look at us today. We are much to celebrate our multi-racial mix, once a source of disharmony, has made Singapore a culture melting pot with diverse traditions and festivities for all to celebrate or for all to appreciate and enjoy. Our homes, once troubled by quarrel, are now a source of pride. We live in modern, convenient communities with a 90% home ownership. Through investment in research and technology, we are on track towards water self-sufficiency by 2061. And Singapore has become a global center of innovation in water solutions. Our economy is amongst the world's most competitive, powered by advanced industry and first-class workers. The Singapore Armed Forces, built virtually from scratch, is respectable as a strong and professional fighting force equipped with potent leading-edge capability. Over the last 50 years, our government and the people have turned the vulnerability, adversity into advantage, threat into opportunity. In the next 50 years, we will continue to face challenges. Many of these will be domestic, transportation, cost of living, creating jobs, and meet the shifting needs and aspirations of Singaporeans. Even so, many of our domestic challenges have their root in international costs. Competition is global, and rapidly changing technologies and business models accentuates the differences in career prospects between various professions and skill levels. Addressing these challenges, take a nuanced approach, one that tracks between local ones with global reality, is firmly grounded in sustainability. Our government look at issues holistically. We have worked fair to supplement the all workers, the fair consideration framework to strengthen the Singaporean core in the workforce, extensive support for continuous education and training, and ComCare to provide assistance to the low income and the needy. Whenever you are good in with your hands, your head, or your heart, if you want to do better, our government will support your dreams. No one will be left behind. Then we have an external challenge, ensuring our standing in the international geopolitical arena and safeguarding our interests in myriad of critical matters, trade, global transportation, finance, climate change, security against violence, extremism, defense, and more. We need strong, world-class leaders, such as the cabinet today, to represent Singapore on the global stage. As we tackle our challenge as one people, let us ask ourselves, who do you want to send to Parliament to service as a nation's leader? Who are the candidates with credential, with potential, integrity, and caliber to represent Singapore internationally? Should we vote for the team that just point out problems and call on the government to do better without giving any feasible alternative or solution? Or should we vote for the team with a proven capability to collaborate with workers, businesses, and organizations to develop and implement solutions that are feasible, effective, and sustainable? I beseech you to vote for action. Vote for problems to be worked on. Vote for the next 50 years to be even better. vote for the PAP. Our new candidate, Mr. Elvin, is an honest, passionate, and sincere and hardworking person. He came from a humble family and currently works at the Singapore branch of CIMB Bank as a head of its catalyst IPO business unit. He volunteered his services many years back in several charity organizations such as St. Andrew Community Hospital and Renci Yuan. He's a man with heart. With his background, I'm sure he can help the residents to have a better life. Let us vote Mr. Yi into Parliament for you and to give Nanyang a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for us to welcome our PAP guest speakers and candidates on stage. Let's give a warm round of applause and welcome to Mr. Alex Young.
今天晚上的演讲嘉宾及开拓海基选区候选人，马基理邮局基选区候选人袁启明先生。
Mr. Lawrence Wong.
基选区候选人王群才先生。
Mr. Young and Mr. Wong are candidates for the Multilingual GRC. Next we have Mr. Elvin Yo. 请问开拓海基选区国会议员王高海先生。 And candidates for CHOA CHU KANG GRC, Mr. Yi Chia-Shin.
开拓海基选区候选人于家新先生。
Candidate for CHOA CHU KANG GRC, Mr. Zaki Muhammad.
开拓海基选区候选人杂其他先生。
Candidate for CHOA CHU KANG GRC, Ms. Lo Yan-Ling. Thank you everyone. Now indeed our candidates have worked very hard for us and certainly deserve our applause. Let's hear it one more time for them. Our first speaker for tonight is Mr. Alex Young, who is the PAP candidate for the Muslim Youth GRC. Let's welcome Mr. Young.
我们演讲的是我们的嘉宾，马新理邮局河池基选区候选人任子林先生。任先生，请。
First, for our Tamil friends, let me attempt this. Ambula Makale. Vanakkam. Emulator Makale. Please vote for the PAP. Selamat petang, tuan-tuan sekalian. Saya nama Alex Young. Saya dan Menteri Lawrence Wong, calon-calon di PAP di Muslim Youth GRC. Undilah kami, undilah PAP. 各位朋友，各位馬西蘭、有前人齊做講嘅菇民，大家晚上好。你好。致命我今晚非常之榮幸，做得同大家一齊。一轉眼呢，我哋新加坡50年前嘅新加坡已經係轉變成為一個全世界都覺得幾 OK 嘅一個小紅點。呢個係點解呢？我哋50年前新加坡大家都知啦，乜都冇。不過李光耀先生同埋我哋所有全國嘅人民係獻出一生，係利我同心，為咗我哋國家。我哋今日有咗成功嘅新加坡，都係你哋同埋李光耀先生創出嘅，所以俾你哋自己 鼓掌。所以我哋千祈唔好忘記，我哋50年之後嘅新加坡，今日嘅新加坡都係你哋創出嘅。我哋同時咧唔得俾人呃喎。有啲人而家同你哋講，你相信我啦，投票俾我啦。不過投咗票，你哋會唔會記得為你哋咧？或者係為咗自己，所以唔好俾人呃啊！我哋去選嘅係一個有責任嘅政府，責任嘅政府係為咗你哋。邊個黨做得出呢啲嘢咧？一個啫，人民行動黨。所以希望大家9月11號選邊位啊？PAP 就啱啦，俾我哋人民行動黨，我哋就為你哋做工，我哋你我同心，為我哋嘅國家提出更美麗嘅中國未來。多謝晒。各位居民，蔡厝港的居民，还有马锡林游池的居民，大家晚上好。好。小弟子明今天非常高兴回到老家，游池这4年以来都是蔡厝港集选区的一份子。这4年可说是我们的荣幸，我们可以跟一个很和谐、很团结的一个团队，为我们的居民服务。那这4年以来，我们的付出大家都可以看得出，但是还不够，因为人民的生活还是可以进步。我们新加坡今年50岁了，说长不长，说短不短，但是一瞬间，我们从一个小小的弹丸小国，一个小渔港，变成今天的都市，靠的是什么呢？靠的是大家的心血，以人民行动这50年来一起打拼出今天成功的新加坡，我们得来不易，我们必须要珍惜。行动党这50年来为大家的服务，不是为了自己，不是为了，是为了我们这个国，为了我们的人民。接下来的50年会是怎样的新加坡呢？都是要靠着我们一起同心协力来创造更美好的这个未来。这4年以来，在蔡厝港，我与我的国会同僚用心的聆听你们的心声，了解你们的一切苦衷，我们努力的为你们创造一个更美好的一个家园，让我们这个区，这个蔡厝港区，可以成为一个大家都觉得是一个好家的一个地区。我们在交通方面做了很多的进步，我们在社区重新规划方面也做出很大的贡献。那接下来的蔡厝港就有新的一个团队，新的一个组织，我们也有新的一个队友会加入。那小弟我借此也跟大家说声谢谢，因为小弟要离家出走了现在小弟要到新的一区，叫马锡林游池区。那新的一区当然有挑战，但是我知道我们背后就是一个好的家庭，我们蔡厝港的这个大家庭。所以我非常感谢我们这4年来 能与你们一起共创一个美好的财富港。接下来的马新游时，我们必须更加努力，让所有的马新游时的居民们知道，虽然地方是新的，但是服务不变，我们还是为你们打拼，为你们创造美好共同的家园。谢谢大家，请投我们人民行动党。Dear friends, residents of CHOA CHU KANG GRC, my old home, and residents of my new home in Marsiling UT. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming down to join us. This year our nation celebrates 50 years of independence. And of course, in our little corner of Singapore, a new birth is also happening. The changes are significant. A new GRC, perhaps even a new district. For our residents, there are definite concerns. How will service be rendered? Will there be changes? Will it be more inconvenient? No. Our answer to that is no. Our service will continue to be at its best level for each and every resident. We will work out the transfers. That will have to happen. But our pledge is that every resident will continue to be served, and the integration process will be as seamless as it can be. I think we can be proud that UT's heritage stands strong and is now part of a historic new GRC. As the single largest division with over 80,000 residents, 46,000 voters, we will be bringing our strength into a new GRC, and we will play our part. This is our home. We may be tucked in a far-off corner of Singapore. It's easy for people to forget that this town even exists. I remember 4 years ago, a friend of mine asked, said, I thought you are the MP for UT. UT where? But UT to our residents was a beautiful, welcoming home. People may not know it, but it is for us. This is a home we can all be proud of. Despite our huge size, we are peaceful, we are quiet, full of greenery. Over the last 3 years, our town has grown even further. We've added new blocks, new facilities. But with more people, more facilities, also come concerns. Transport being one of the key ones. Walking the ground, I take the bus on a regular basis with all of you. And I go through the same experiences of waiting for the second or third bus. But things are improving. Because having that intimate knowledge and taking it along with you, our team has been able to work closely with the LTA to say, let's get this problem solved. And I think the LTA deserves recognition because they are willing to listen and they have made changes. We've had better frequency for 302, 307. We've added new buses, 302A, 307 PPSS. But we can do better. With your feedback and working along with our friends from Keat Hong and CHOA CHU KANG, improvement works have started on the CHOA CHU KANG interchange to facilitate better flow. The downtown line, many residents tell me, say, Mr. Yang, downtown line can see, cannot touch, you know. Look very nice, but cannot touch. Can see only. We understand those concerns. The downtown line will give great convenience to many residents. We can see the depot. It's right there. Just across from the majority of our blocks. You can see it. And I know you're excited about it. But what do we do? We can't take the trains. But we work with the LTA to say, don't leave us out. And they have told me and Minister, don't worry. We will work with you. And sometime in December, we should be able to announce the details of a bridging service for residents of the entire UT town to access the downtown line at the same time that it was launched, so that all residents will be able to benefit from it. Our road networks, many of you, when you leave for work in the morning, and about once every 2 weeks I drive out early in the morning, I live in the east, I come up, I know what you go through. The traffic coming out of our town. We only got one road, KJE. You want to go anywhere, KJE. Right? So it is inconvenient. So I don't know how many of you noticed, a signboard has gone up near the Pansua Canal. What are we going to do? The Sept 1 link bridge, 2 lanes will become 6 lanes. Woodland Road, 4 lanes will become 6 lanes. Now cannot do right turn. After we are done with this, you have direct access to Bukit Panjang and Bukit Timah without having to use the KJE. Straight down the Woodlands Road. It will take some time. I have to be honest, it will take some time. All the major pipes running from Country Reservoir run under that bridge. It will take time. But in the meantime, that bridging service, that bus will run along the KJE. You'll exit to Bukit Panjang, they'll get you to that train station. But once that road is done, the bus will take that route. You save 15 minutes off your trip. So this is something that I think we can all look forward to. In a few weeks' time as well, this morning at the MRT station, some of them said, you know, we only got the 2 feeders and the MRT, but how do I get to the city any other way? End of the month, we'll have a new city direct service. Those of you who work in town, 3 buses in the morning, 3 buses at night. Doesn't stop anywhere else. UT to Shenton Way back to UT. All for you. In CHOA CHU KANG, we work as a team. In Master UT, will continue to work as a team. But in CHOA CHU KANG, we've had a great team. Something that the Master UT team will do our best to emulate. Working closely with the Town Council Chairman, Mr. Zaki Muhammad, over the last few years. We've managed to secure from the Ministry of National Development more NRP projects for our town. Neighborhood renewal. We don't qualify, but because of Mr. Zaki Muhammad and many others who have lobbied, we now have NRP in Keat Hong as well as in UT. We've announced a couple, and we look forward to your inputs on how you want our towns to look, because this is not my town. This is your town that belongs to you. But these are infrastructure. Infrastructure can only do so much. It brings us closer together. But what really cements our relationship is how we relate to one another. And in UT, we are an amazing town, full of hospitable, compassionate people. Many of you have responded through the years to our various calls of action, and each of you has been an inspiration. Let me share with you 3 stories. One, a young girl with her parents. She has a very rare disease called senior low-pain syndrome. Her kidneys are failing, her eyesight is failing. How old is she? She's only in JC2. How many of you can imagine not seeing, losing your sight? Difficult. Her hope was to get a kidney transplant. We searched and we searched and we searched. never gave up, and finally, we have the news. Someone had a match, but her mother would have to donate her kidney to someone else. The mother was more than willing to do that. But as we got closer to the date, this young girl fell ill. The mother was also not well. But she could have gone ahead. On her mind wasn't herself. On her mind was her mom. And she told her mother, don't listen. Don't do it. Because you are my mother. I can't listen. But despite all of that, she's the most cheerful person you ever met. Her brother, because of the medical condition, decided to forgo his university education. Stopped after 1 year. Went on to become a baker's apprentice. We didn't know that until much later. But because of how inspirational she is, we have decided last year to launch a degree scholarship in UT in her name. For anybody, whatever your age or circumstances, who has lost the opportunity to further your education. Completely free. 30 a year. Any bond? No bond. Only one request. Serve the community. 30 hours. That's all they ask. Because every Singaporean deserves that opportunity. Another young girl, still in hospital, has been in hospital since the Chinese New Year. I visited her a couple of times. She's only one of 2 persons in Singapore to have this syndrome. She has fits. Some people have fits once a week, once a month, sometimes once a day. She has fits once every 5 minutes. She was in hospital, and the only thing that being there is nothing you felt you could do except to hold her hand and hope she can get better. She can't eat much. Milk powder. Only the mom is supporting, quit her job, look after her full time. Milk is expensive. She requires a specific milk powder, $400 a month. And so we asked around, we said, we asked our residents, we said, dear residents of UT, you have this young girl who is a fellow resident. Can you do something for her? Guess what? 2 days. 1 month supply of milk donated by who? Donated by each and every one of you to her. Thank you very much. This is what UT is about. It's about being a family. Helping each other regardless of the circumstances. Another family, a couple, because of circumstances, husband had a stroke, wife quit her job, the sacrifices that mothers and wives make. And so at this point in time, to all our mothers, thank you very much. You are the true heroes of Singapore. And so to those people out there who say mothers can only look after children, better think.
Yes!
I wonder whether their mothers took care of them or not. Please remember that. So don't anyhow talk about mothers, because they mean the world to their children. Right? So remember that. This wife gave up her job because her husband had a stroke. He went into depression. She did everything she could to help her. Right? And they succeeded because, again, each and every one of you, she discovered she had the gift of baking. She had the gift of baking, and residents started coming up to her and saying, hey, I'm going to buy some cake for you. But you know what's the best? The best thing is that she discovered one of her neighbors Ladies and gentlemen, feel good for him now. From someone who used to receive help, she feels glad and joyful because she can help someone else. That is really what UT is about. So thank you to each and everyone for what you mean to your fellow residents. So let me end off. Much has been done, but more importantly, much more needs to be achieved. As we move forward, let's work together. Let's work together hand in hand to build a town that truly starts from the heart, so that we grow closer as we reach further. When we have done well together, let's have that humility. Where we need to do better, humbleness. And where we can achieve more together, let's have more unity. This is a historic Singapore. We are proud of our heritage. So may this new CHOA CHU KANG continue to be a beautiful, inclusive, and gracious community. And may the new Multilingual UT also be one family that we can all be proud to call our home. So with you, for Singapore. Vote the PAP. Vote for progress. Singapore! Thank you. Thank you, now. Before our next speaker, we welcome Mr. Kang Minister for Health and the PAP candidate for Multilingual GRC. Mr. Kang, please.
Next, we have Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong is the Minister for Housing, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Communications and Information, and the PAP candidate for Multilingual GRC. Mr. Wong, please.
接下来有请我们马林流职竞选机构委员王群才先生。王先生也是文化社区与青年兼新闻部第二部长。王先生，请。
Dear CHOA CHU KANG and Multilingual UT residents and friends, very good evening to all of you. Alex and I are here as candidates for Multilingual UT. Please don't misunderstand. We are not standing in CHOA CHU KANG. Don't be confused. But since UT came from CHOA CHU KANG, we think it's important to pay tribute to where we originated from. That's why we are here in CHOA CHU KANG. And Minister Gan has kindly given us the time to speak to all of you, including our UT residents. So thank you very much, and thank you all for the warm welcome. I will start by saying a few words in Chinese, and then I'll continue in English. 各位居民朋友们，大家晚上好。好。非常高兴看到跟大家出席今晚的群众大会。我过去是在西海岸文艺区服务，刚来这里不久。在这几个星期呢，我尽量在游池区走动，认识了越来越多的居民，也交了越来越多的朋友。所以我非常感谢大家热情的接待和欢迎，今晚呢也要特别感谢你们给我的鼓励和支持，谢谢大家。马西岭游池是新的集选区，但是我们人民行动党的团队在这50年里，都一直在照顾游池区、服务游池区、关注这里的发展。我们一直尽心尽力的为大家服务，细心的照顾到大家的需要。居民也可以看得出，因为我跟几个居民接触过，他们也可以切实的体会到游池的改变。我们翻新了竹屋，我们增添了更多更好的设施，我们举办了很多的活动和节目来加强我们的民居里。我们的团队在过去为居民做了不少，但我们还可以尽善尽美，我们还可以进步，我们还可以做得更多。比如说，我们会改善社区的设施，我们会完善我们的交通网络，给大家带来更方便的交通服务。我们会帮助乐龄人士在社区更活跃。 我们也会给更多的机会来培育我们的下一代。我知道有一些居民担心就业和生活费的问题，政府在这方面也做了很多工作来解决这些问题。以后呢，会有更多措施出台，我们会更加努力，我们会不遗余力的减轻每一个公民的生活负担，我们会确保每一个新加坡人有一份收入不错的工作。其实50年前，新加坡面对的问题和挑战比现在的更大。当时我们的建国一代共同努力，不但解决了我们的问题，也建设了一个值得我们骄傲的国家。所以我们有今天的成就，这个成功不是偶然的，也不是靠运气。我们应该感谢我们的建国一代。而今晚呢，在座有很多的建国一代，我们给他们一个热烈的掌声，感谢你们。没有你们的付出，没有你们的贡献，没有你们的牺牲，我们就没有今天的新加坡。接下来的50年，我们到底有怎么样的未来，就看大家的决定和选择。我们可以看到世界上有很多的国家，土地比我们的大，资源比我们多，他们开始的时候发展也很好，但是后果却因为管理不当，人民的生活变得更困难。所以希望在这次的大选，大家小心做出选择，不然如果国家落后，到时候要追上来，很怕已经来得太迟了。所以我希望让大家继续发扬我们建国一代的精神，一起和人民行动党共同努力，开创更美好的未来。我请大家支持人民行动党，投行政党一票。让我们把无敌区打造成一个让大家引以为豪的家园，让我们你我同心，为国为民。谢谢大家。Residents and friends, again, it's very good to be here for our first rally for Master UT. We're going to have another one at Woodland Stadium. Tonight, as I said just now, we are Gompang from CHOA CHU KANG, because UT came from CHOA CHU KANG, so we are here with our friends from CHOA CHU KANG and also our friends from UT. UT is no longer part of CHOA CHU KANG. We are now in a new GRC, Master UT. I know some of you say, why do boundaries keep changing? I also ask the same question. But let me just say, the boundaries may change, the candidates may change, but the PAP remains the same. We have always been here, and we will always be the party on your side, working with you, for you, and for Singapore. I just moved from West Coast Boon-Lay to Marsden UT just a few weeks ago. I spent a lot of time these few weeks walking around, meeting with residents, getting to know the area better. One thing I know, the food in Marsden UT is very good. Wow! I think the hawker food is perhaps the best in the whole of Singapore. Sorry to say for those of you who are from CHOA CHU KANG. I've also been getting to know the residents better, and I want to thank all of you for your very warm welcome. Thank you for receiving me as part of your family and welcoming me with such warm hospitality. I've met many of you and listened to your stories. Quite a number of you moved to UT when the town was first developed. This was your first HDB home. One lady shared with me that she could see the dramatic improvement over the years. The MRT station was built in 1996, and progressively new developments started coming on, and you could see the environment changing. And she also says she likes the greenery, the park connectors, and the strong kampong spirit in UT. So there are many things that we can be proud of in UT. I've also heard your concerns and your feedback, and I want to assure all of you that the points that you have raised to me and my team will be included in our agenda for action over the next 5 years if you give us the chance to serve you. Transport will be one of our key priorities. That's why Alex took such a long time explaining transport. As you heard just now, we will be improving the connectivity and bus services in UT. And when the downtown line is ready end of the year, you will have a shuttle service to Bukit Panjang Downtown Line Station from UT. And in the longer term, we will appeal to LTA to consider extending the downtown line even further northwards so that there will be easier access for UT residents to the downtown line. We will also enhance the greenery and the park connector network in UT. I've met many residents who are cyclists, joggers. They love the green, they love the parks, they love the park connectors in UT. We will make it better. We will run on the rail corridor and we will improve the park connector so that you can even cycle and jog from UT all the way up to Marsiling, all the way up to the Woodlands northern coast. And we will enhance our community facilities through neighborhood upgrading programs. We will enhance our covered walkways, our facilities. We will enhance the sports facilities in our community. And speaking as a sports minister with a lot of interest in this area, I want to assure you that we will make the sports facilities in UT even better. We will enhance the facilities in CHOA CHU KANG Stadium, and we will have more sports facilities all over our neighborhood to allow our residents to stay active and healthy. I've also met many parents who are residents who are parents. They are working very hard so that their children can have a better future. They are worried about their children's future. They want to ensure that their children have a good education, and more importantly, they want their children to have the opportunities to make good in life. And your experiences, listening to your stories, working hard for your children, remind me of my own life story. I remember my parents got their first HDB flat many years ago in Marine Parade in the early 70s. At that time, it cost them a princely sum of $30,000. HDB flat, $30,000. Some of you say so cheap. But you know, my mom only earned $400 a month. $400 a month as a teacher. And my dad's income was not very stable. So the whole family, about $400-500. And out of that monthly income, they had to pay a mortgage of $300 in cash. So it's not that easy if you think about it. $30,000 may seem like a small amount of money compared to today's price, but practically all of their monthly income had to go into paying the home mortgage. So my parents screamed and saved every dollar to make ends meet. And when I was growing up as a child, I remember how they would tightly manage the household finances. We didn't go for overseas holidays, but we would spend time at the East Coast Beach because that's just next door. We didn't go shopping, but my mom would sew clothes on her own so that we could wear. It's not so expensive and it's homemade. We didn't eat out very much. My mom would go to the market, she would buy fresh food and she would cook the dishes at home. And I still remember her saying she would choose the cheapest vegetable. So it would be nengkak for eng chai and nengkak for heng chai. Now eng chai and heng chai, nengkak they separate out. I don't know what is the price now, but definitely 20 cents you find it very much. You know, so nengkak for eng chai, nengkak and heng chai, the cheapest vegetables you could find, and then she will cook for us. That's why even though I actually don't like eating vegetables very much, but even till today, I like eating spinach and kangkong because I ate it from young. So you see, life wasn't easy when I was growing up. It was not just at home, but it was also in school. I had difficulty adjusting to my school environment when I was young. I kept crying in class. The teacher was very concerned, so she called my mom up and said, Mrs. Wong, I think your son is going to have a bit of a problem. this boy of yours doesn't seem to be very interested in studying. I think you have to be prepared that he may not do well in school. And because they thought that, this guy may not be such a good student. My teachers and my parents never gave up on me. From young, they instilled in me the value of hard work, of resilience. And I learned at a very early age to be diligent, to be conscientious in whatever I do. And as I started working hard, paying attention, somehow things started to click, and then I got better at my studies. Eventually, I did well enough to get a scholarship and then to pursue my university studies overseas. So I have always been very conscious that I have benefited from many opportunities in Singapore. Opportunities made possible by the PAP government. Opportunities that would not have been possible if I were born in a different country. And my story is not unique. It's not just me. Many Singaporeans, young and old, have similar experiences. I look at my classmates, the people who grew up with me when I was in school. Very similar stories. We took different paths. Some went to the private sector, some went into volunteer work, some went to non-profit sectors, some went into public service like me. But all of us have had opportunities to improve our lives, fulfill our dreams, and achieve our potential. Now, in an election, it's natural for opposition parties to focus on things that are not going so well, and then they will use that to stir and to get people excited and all upset. And certainly not everything is perfect here in Singapore. In fact, I think if you are looking for perfection, you probably can't find perfection this side of eternity. But I've learned from young to count my blessings in life. And I'm certainly grateful that in Singapore, we are a society where every child has a decent shot at life. We are a society where the doors of opportunity are open to all, whether you are Malay, Chinese, Indian, Eurasian, any race or religion. We are a society where anyone can make it if you are prepared to work hard and persevere. You can make good and you can achieve your potential. The PAP wants to keep your dream alive. We want to make Singapore and keep Singapore a nation of opportunity for every Singaporean. And we are doing everything we can to achieve this and to sustain this dream of having a nation of opportunity here in Singapore. In education, we are continuing to improve our system. We are investing in preschool education now so that regardless of your background in life, your child can be assured of a good start in life even at preschool. At the school system, we are improving the system, putting in resources to every school so that they can level up, so that you don't have to be stressed out about going to the right school. And anyway, I didn't go to a top school in Singapore, it doesn't matter. You can go to any school in the neighborhood and you can make it. You can achieve success in Singapore. And we are providing many more pathways for people with different abilities and talents, whether it's through SOTA, the School of the Arts, or the Sports School. And we are expanding post-secondary opportunities with a 5th and 6th university, expanding university places for Singaporeans, and enhancing our polytechnic and ITE programs. So we are doing that preschool, school, post-secondary, and we are also doing that for jobs, so that when your children graduate, they can be assured of good jobs here in Singapore. We are strengthening the Singaporean core in our workforce, and we are working sector by sector to make sure that in every industry there are good career progression pathways for Singaporeans, so that Singaporeans can continually get upgraded through SkillsFuture and can progress in every sector, in every industry. On top of that, we are also strengthening our social safety nets to provide better assurance for everyone. So in Singapore, it's not just a society where you're left to fend for yourself. We will help you if you fall behind. And that's why we have MediShield Life, we have CPF Life, we have Workfare and Silver Support. All so many different schemes to provide support and assurance for every Singaporean. In fact, if you think about it, we have schemes to take you through every phase of your life, from birth all the way to the end of your life. So if you think about it, in this election there are many political parties, but the PAP is the only party that can be your partner for life. We've walked this journey with Singaporeans since 1959, for 60 years, even before independence. The opposition parties like to say, don't dwell on the past. The PAP talks only about its past. But we are proud of our past. We are proud of the fact that we are the party of our founding father, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. We are proud of our track record that we have worked with Singaporeans for 60 years to build our nation together. And the past provides a guide to our present and to the future. So we embrace the past because the past provides a guide so that we can chart ahead for the future. And if you look to the future, it is not, there are uncertainties ahead, there are challenges ahead. It's not clear that the next 50 years for Singapore will be just smooth sailing. We have reached a high point in our development, and the next 50 years will be much more difficult. It's like climbing a mountain. At first, at the base level, it's quite easy to climb. As you get higher, the air gets thinner, you get more tired, the slope is steeper, and you've got to work that much more harder. So we will face challenges. There will be regional volatilities. You already see it around us in the region, our neighbors. The situation is uncertain. There will be security threats with terrorism, with ISIS. There will be challenges to our economic environment because other nations are coming up and emerging and they are also wanting to keep up. In fact, the real competition is not competition within Singapore. The real competition is between us, our little red dot, and the great big world around us. Others are catching up and they are wanting to eat our lunch too. Also, I remember the song, some years back we had a National Day song. And there was a line in that song that said, there was a time when people said Singapore won't make it, but we did. I don't know if you remember that song. We are Singapore. There was a time when people said Singapore won't make it, but we did. That was 50 years ago. People said we won't make it, but we proved them wrong. By working together, as one team, we built our nation for 50 years. Now we are at a new phase. And the critics and skeptics are saying the same thing again. They are saying we can't make it. We've had a good run for 50 years. Can Singapore continue for the next 50 years? Yes. Yes. So let's prove the critics wrong. Let's make it together. When you are in a tough competition, when you are facing tough odds, you choose your best possible team and then you give them your full support. You don't amongst yourselves. You unite together, you choose your best team, you unite together and you face the competition together. That's what we did in the SEA Games recently. How many of you saw the SEA Games in June? We selected our best athletes, we gave them our full support and we rallied together as one team Singapore and we got our best ever performance at the SEA Games. 84 gold medals and the most number of medals amongst all the countries. That's what we did together as one team Singapore. So I hope in this election, Singaporeans will vote also for the best team to provide governance, good leadership for our community and for our nation. We in the PAP offer you our track record for scrutiny. We offer to you our plans for the future. and we offer to you our service for the people. And I hope all of you will choose us to be your representative. We promise to work with you, for you, and for Singapore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Next we have former CHOA CHU KANG GRC MP, Mr. Elvin. Let's welcome Mr. Yo.
接下来要演讲的是
Saudara-saudara sekalian, dengan setulus ikhlas, saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua pemimpin dan ahli akar undi Melayu, serta semua penduduk Melayu atas sokongan padu, kerjasama dan galakan mereka selama lebih 9 tahun. Tanpa sumbangan mereka, kita akan mencapai apa yang kita ada sekarang ini. Saya berharap agar semangat yang sama ini dapat diberikan kepada pengganti saya, Encik Lee Sing, yang pastinya akan berkhidmat dengan segala keupayaan yang beliau ada dengan ikhlas. Keakraban masyarakat Melayu di sini sangat istimewa di hati saya kerana mereka telah menjadikan saya rakan dan telah berkongsi nilai-nilai budaya dan agama mereka dengan gigih, serta kesanggupan mereka untuk membantu orang lain. Saya berharap akan mendapat peluang untuk melihat dan bersama rakan-rakan saya ini lagi dari masa ke semasa. Marilah kita bersama-sama ahli keluarga dan rakan-rakan memperteguhkan dan memberikan PAP mandat yang kuat untuk menjalankan program mereka dan memberi mereka ruang untuk memperkenalkan usaha-usaha baru supaya dapat memperbaiki kehidupan yang memanfaatkan kita semua. Terima kasih. Undilah PAP. 亲爱的蔡局长、计选机居民们，大家晚上好。我在这里做你们的议员已经9年多了，在这些年里，我跟基层领袖们和居民们就生活在一个大家庭里，我感到非常快乐。每当我看到主屋翻新了，我们居住环境的设施改善了，学生们通过努力得到奖学金，我感到特别欣慰。在这里，我要感谢和我一起工作过的基层领袖们和所有的民众们，感谢你们对我工作上的大力支持、鼓励及信任。我来这里做了很多好朋友，我永远不会忘记你们。今年我要离退了，当我想离开这里，我心里也感到依依不舍。所以如果以后有什么活动要我参加，我一定会回来。今天我要介绍我们新的候选人给大家，他是李嘉欣先生。在此，我们热烈欢迎他加入蔡厝港计选区的队伍中来。李嘉欣如果当选议员，他一定会努力的，热情的为民众服务， 李嘉欣做事认真，有活力，希望大家多多支持他。我们人民行动党多年来的表现是有目共睹的，希望居民们认可人民行动党为民众付出的努力，希望大家把这个深深的一票投给我们的团队，投选人民行动党。Dear CHOA CHU KANG GRC residents and dear UT residents who are now part of us, I've been your MP here for 9.5 years. I'm very, very grateful for all the help, support, encouragement, and friendship the residents here have shown me all these years. I've made many good friends here, and I don't think I can forget any of them. And so what I said in Chinese, my Chinese speech just now is, if you have events in future and invite me, I'm sure to come back and see all my old friends here. I've had the privilege of serving with a great team. And I thought tonight I wanted to tell you all a bit more about the team that I've been serving with. It's been led by none other than our Minister Gan Kim Yong. His style is quiet and low-key sometimes, but he leads from the front. I have seen him make difficult decisions on the ground to take the heat of the fellow MPs, or to give the credit to the fellow MPs for things that he has worked hard to achieve, for the benefit of all the residents. He's not one for grandstanding, but rather for working hard quietly in the background to make things happen. He has held difficult ministries, the Ministry of Manpower before, and now the Ministry of Health. And under his watch, he has brought in policies like the Pioneer Generation Scheme to help on medical subsidies, MediShield Life to make sure all Singaporeans have lifelong coverage in terms of their illnesses. This is for the benefit of all Singaporeans, and we should be grateful for the hard work he has put in to make this happen. Truly, he is the best minister you could have for this GRC. The next member of my team I want to talk about is Mayor Low Yen Ling. The Mayor for Southwest as well as the Parliament Secretary for Ministry of Social and Family Development, and also CCY, Culture, Community and Youth. I have seen her when she first entered politics 4 years ago, blossom into the leader you see now. Through her role as mayor, through her role in the Ministry of Social Development, she fights for the needy and underprivileged. She works tirelessly on the ground to make sure that no one gets left behind. She also works within the ministry to help build the social safety net. The social safety net that opposition members try to pretend doesn't exist.
but is there to make sure no Singaporean gets left behind, no Singaporean is homeless, no Singaporean gets no health care, no Singaporean falls destitute without anyone to help them. Truly, she is the best mayor you could have for this GRC. The third member of the team I wanted to talk about is Mr. Alex Young. He also entered in the 2011 general election. At that time, he was the second youngest member of parliament. But you would not guess that because of the maturity of his thought, the sense with which he gave his speeches, and the calmness he brought to the job. In my time, in this time, you have seen him get married, become a father, and grow to become the energetic, caring, conscientious member of parliament who connects equally well with the old and the young. Truly, Minister Lawrence Wong is fortunate to have him in his team. The last member of the team I had the privilege of serving with is my old but young friend, Mr. Zaki Mohammed. Old friend because we came into politics together in 2006. He reminds me we were doing the Singapore workout, looking a little bit sheepish at UT, when Mr. Yeo Chow Tong was still helming the area. And we traveled this journey for the last 9.5 years together. But he's still very young, because actually he was the second youngest MP when he came into politics in 2006. Mr. Zaki Mohammed is a model for the modern Malay generation, but yet remains connected with the Malay Muslim community. Truly, he is a man for all seasons. He is your town council chairman. He has worked tirelessly over the last 4 years to make your streets cleaner, to look after the upgrading of lifts, NRP and HIP. Yes, he's helped to bring NRP to Nanyang Ward as well. And not only that, you know he will keep all your funds safe and sound. Truly, he is the best town council chairman you can have for this GRC. My sadness at leaving this great team is made up for, ameliorated by knowing that my own Nanyang division is in good hands in my successor, Mr. Lee Chia Sing. He has the heart and the willing spirit to serve. And I ask you to put your trust in him, and he will not let you down. At the end of the day, dear residents, what are you looking for your representatives in Parliament? Are you looking for a team that is here today and gone tomorrow? Are you looking for a team that makes a lot of big speeches but has no action? That wants to call for debate over something that has been debated many months into law? Or do you want this team? That has your best interest at heart, that has the willingness to serve, and that will put into action what they say. Other people talk about power, but before power, you need action. That is the way to empower your future. Vote in the team that is your interest at heart. Vote in the team that has the heart to serve. Vote in the team that will give you the action to look after your residents. Marilah kami datang. Marilah kami uji. Marilah kami.
Thank you, Mr. Yo. Our next speaker for this evening is Mr. Lee Chang-Ping. Mr. Lee is the PAP candidate for CHOA CHU KANG GRC. Let's welcome Mr. Lee, please.
接下来要演讲的是蔡厝港集选区候选人李英
谢谢各位居民，晚上好。过去几个月，我来了南洋区，居民都很热烈的欢迎我。很多居民也同时跟我讲，杨康海议员人很好，所以我想在这替南洋区感谢杨康海这9年半为南洋区的居民做出很大的贡献，谢谢。其中，杨先生推动了许多翻新计划，而且我们的联络所也是在他的大力带动下成功完成，谢谢。我向蔡厝港集选区的居民承诺，我们人民行动党在蔡厝港这个团队会尽所能，把整个集选区变成一个更有活力、更温馨的家园。其实这几年来，蔡厝港集选区也的生活环境也大有改善。就在上个周末，我们在蔡厝港公园参加了植树活动。改良过后的蔡厝港公园，不止增添了很多健身和休闲的设备，而且面积也扩大了，相等于7个足球场，7个足球场的面积。所以住在这里附近的居民，不管是我们这里蔡厝港或者游池的居民，都如果还没去过，请你们到那里带家人去散散步。你们全家人去了会很开心。接下来的5年，我们已经有计划把蔡厝港集选区打造成一个更有活力的社区，让左邻右舍的距离拉近，保持活跃和健康的生活方式。就在昨晚，我们在南洋区就有400个人一起参加烧烤活动。我觉得这个活动很有意义，因为提供了一个平台，让居民们更多认识他们的邻居。如果被当选，我也想鼓励更多人抽出时间为慈善机构或志愿福利团体做些东西。有人说，只需每个星期拿出2个小时的时间去做一些义工，心境就会更开朗。 其实不只是在蔡州港集选区，人民行动党为全国也有很多计划和理想，为国人建设一个更美好的未来。但是我们需要你们的支持，请把你手中神圣的一票投给人民行动党。让人民行动党继续改善人民的生活，实现我们的计划和梦想。请投人民行动党一票，谢谢。Thank you, good evening. In the last, I've met many residents, and I'm very grateful for the warm reception. Quite a few of them actually tell me that Elvin is a very good MP. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Elvin for his contribution to our Nanyang residents for the past 9.5 years. Among others, he has pushed for many neighborhood renewal programs, and he has overseen the upgrading of our CC. Our PAP team in Choa Chu Kang GRC will do our best for the residents of Choa Chu Kang GRC. It is our vision to make Choa Chu Kang GRC a better home for all our residents. Just the last weekend, we were at the Choa Chu Kang Park. Choa Chu Kang Park has been upgraded. Not only have we added a lot of exercise, sports and recreational facilities, the size of the park itself has been expanded by 7 football fields. For the residents that stay around here, whether in Choa Chu Kang or UP, please bring your family there to take a walk. We went there and it's very nice. I was told there is even a skateboard park. Over the next 5 years, we have many plans to make Choa Chu Kang a better home for all our residents. We hope to build a vibrant community for our residents, where there's lots of opportunities for neighbors to get together, to know each other, to live an active and healthy lifestyle. Just last night, I attended a barbecue block party where close to 400 residents come together to do barbecue. It is I'm very happy to see that the adults will bring their barbecue and the children play together. This is a very good platform because it is a good opportunity for the neighbors to know each other better and to build up the sense of community spirit. If elected, I also hope to encourage more people to volunteer their time. Not only in charities or grassroots, but also other voluntary welfare organizations. I heard that just 2 hours a week, taking 2 hours a week of your time to come up to do some work, some voluntary work, it will make you a happier person. So I hope that especially our young people will try it. At the party level, we also have many plans for Singapore as a whole. To take Singapore forward to build a better future for all Singaporeans. But we can only do it with your support. So vote for the team that can take Singapore forward and make Singapore better. Vote for PAP!
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Our next speaker is Mr. Zaki Muhammad. Mr. Zaki is the PAP candidate for Choa Chu Kang GRC. Welcome, Mr. Zaki.
Good evening, residents of Choa Chu Kang GRC and Marsiling UP. Selamat petang, puan-puan dan puan-puan. To my Indian friends, welcome. Tacha, Wang San Hao. Please allow allow me to begin my speech in Malay. Para penduduk CHOA CHU KANG, terima kasih kerana hadir bagi dapat umum malam ini. Dalam beberapa hari lagi, kita akan mengundi satu tanggungjawab. Satu tanggungjawab yang berat bagi kita kerana kita bakal menentukan masa depan kita. Bukan hanya bagi GRC ini, tetapi juga bagi Singapura. Lihat saja sekitaran kawasan kita, lengkap dengan pelbagai kemudahan, pelbagai projek peningkatan sentiasa dilakukan. Malahan kita akan melancarkan lebih banyak projek dan program. Ini semua akan meningkatkan mutu kehidupan dan pada masa yang sama kediaman anda sebagai aset berharga. Di peringkat nasional pula, Singapura yang 50 tahun ini terpapar sebagai sebuah bandar taman dengan rakyat pelbagai kaum hidup harmoni. Namun, sebagai negara yang kecil, nasib kita juga banyak bergantung kepada keadaan dan cabaran luaran di peringkat rantau dan global. Contohnya, krisis ekonomi boleh turut di atas kita. Mungkin setengah kita gembira apabila $1 Singapura ditukar menjadi RM3 Malaysia. Kalau kita dapat belanja di Johor, dia pun sesak. Jika kita tidak mempunyai pemerintah yang cekap, pemerintah yang tidak mempunyai yang tidak stable, kita mungkin senasib dengan negara jiran kita. Di sebalik cabaran dan ketidaktentuan di luar negeri, kita di Singapura dapat terus menikmati kemakmuran dan kestabilan. Kita memiliki kediaman bermutu. Anak kita mendapat pendidikan yang bermutu tinggi. Dalam pada itu, dan kita menikmati kemajuan dan kemakmuran, kita juga mempunyai banyak skim dan program untuk membantu golongan yang susah dan yang masih ketinggalan. Kesemua ini mendapat pemerhatian pemimpin peringkat GRC dan pemimpin Singapura. Terdapat pelbagai laluan kemajuan. Kata orang, di mana ada kemahuan, di situnya ada jalan. Ini termasuk masyarakat Melayu yang semakin makmur dari generasi ke generasi. Secara keseluruhan, masyarakat Melayu telah menunjukkan banyak pencapaian dan kemajuan dalam pelbagai bidang. Sememangnya banyak lagi yang boleh dilakukan dan boleh dibaiki. Tetapi, ia memerlukan kerjasama dan pemahaman dari semua pihak sesuai dengan semangat gotong royong dan pula ansur masyarakat kita. Kita dapat melihat sendiri anak-anak Melayu yang telah menunjukkan kelakuan yang memuaskan di peringkat nasional. Banyak perangkaan yang dikeluarkan menunjukkan bagaimana jumlah anak-anak Melayu dari tahun ke tahun yang ramai menjejak kaki ke pendidikan pos menengah. Setiap kali convocation, kita tidak melihat lagi berapa ramai yang menamatkan pengajian mereka. Tetapi kita mula berani untuk melihat berapa ramai yang mendapat kelas pertama. Pada tahun lalu saja, sekitar 30 universiti swasta Melayu Islam meraih ijazah sarjana muda dengan kepujian kelas pertama, first class honours daripada universiti terdepan. Dalam mengejar pendidikan ini, mendaki sebagai badan bagi diri mengambil berat terhadap pengajian pada Melayu. Jumlah subsidi yuran tuition pengajian tinggi ataupun PPFS yang diagihkan oleh pemerintah melalui mendaki telah meningkat kepada tertinggi tahun lalu sebanyak 32 juta berbanding dengan 30 juta pada 2013. Singapura adalah ekonomi terbuka. Pemerintah tetap mengutamakan rakyat sebagai sumber penting dan meletakkan pemasukan tenaga kerja asing. Perhatian khas pemerintah pada mengutamakan rakyat sendiri antara menerusi pelaburan dan pendidikan membina kemahiran seperti skills future. Dalam kerjaya Melayu PMEP atau karyawan pengurus eksekutif dan television memperlihatkan melonjakkan pada tahun 2013, 20% timet Singapura merangkumi anggota masyarakat Islam. Ini meningkat dibandingkan dengan tahun 1980 di mana 7.2% sahaja. Adakah masyarakat lain telah maju? Saya kata tentu. Ramai telah meningkatkan kejayaan masing-masing dalam membina kehidupan yang lebih baik di hari muka. Dalam hal itu, pemerintah menganggap penting kemasukan harmonian sosial dan memastikan sokongan terhadap masyarakat untuk membina daya tahan dan menentang pengaruh-pengaruh yang boleh menjejas keharmonian itu, termasuk pengaruhan keganasan seperti ISIS. Banyak sim bantuan disediakan di peringkat kawasan undi dan di peringkat nasional untuk golongan tertinggalan, termasuk masyarakat baru. Pada masyarakat dan batu diri turut memainkan peranan masing-masing. Warga tua tidak lupakan dan memiliki meraih manfaat daripada pakej generasi perintis atau PGP. Medicine hayat yang akan diperkenalkan pada negara ini pula memastikan terdapat perlindungan kesihatan yang menyeluruh di kalangan warga kita. Bagi mereka yang memerlukan, mereka diketikkan bagi sistem kerana pelbagai sim tersedia yang dimanfaatkan seperti skim sokongan warga emas atau silver support scheme, program pemilikan rumah, subsidi bagi penjagaan kesihatan, skim workfare atau skills future dan banyak-banyak lagi tuan-tuan. Di sebalik semua ini, masih terdapat beberapa isu yang perlu dihadapi sama masyarakat. Isu ini sedang ditangani, sebahagiannya darinya memerlukan kesabaran dari kita untuk beransur-ansur mengatasinya. Kita akan terus menghadapi cabaran-cabaran ini dan bersama-sama mengatasinya. Di GRC CHOA CHU KANG, pasukan kita telah bekerja keras untuk memastikan peningkatan taraf hidup bagi semua penduduk termasuk pelbagai kemudahan. Penduduk kita nikmati laluan perhubungan yang baik dengan adanya lebih banyak laluan bumbung dan hubungan pengangkutan awam yang baik. Beberapa kemudahan lain turut tersedia seperti laluan basikal dan kemudahan bersenam. Dengan kemudahan-kemudahan begini, penduduk ada lebih banyak ruang untuk berinteraksi dengan jiran tetangga dan menumbuhkan ikatan. Bagaimana ia semua dapat dicapai? Ia tidak akan ikut berguling. Ia adalah gabungan kerjasama antara rakyat dan juga pemerintah. Dan dengan pasukan pimpinan yang berkebolehan dan yang boleh diyakini. Di GRC ini dengan sokongan anda dan undi anda, pasukan kami berupaya melaksanakan usaha yang bertujuan membaiki kehidupan penduduk bukan untuk sekarang tetapi juga untuk masa depan dan untuk generasi anak kita. Hanya anda boleh menentukan pasukan pemimpin anda. Pilihlah pasukan yang kukuh dan yang boleh diyakini dan yang boleh dipercayai. Friends and residents, we will go to the polls on Friday, and in your hands lies the power to determine your future. Not only in CHOA CHU KANG, but also the whole of Singapore. Look at what your vote has achieved in the last 50 years. Tremendous prosperity and progress. The vote of Singaporeans for the last 50 years has provided a roof over your head. Not zinc roofs, but high quality history building. World-class education for your children, and where many of our children easily qualify for further education anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And Singaporeans today are qualified for jobs in anywhere in the world too. And that is because you have voted for the party that has always had the interest, your interest at heart, and the interest of all Singaporeans at heart. Only one party has kept the faith with you in the last 50 years, and only one party has delivered on its promises. And I'm quite confident only one party will continue to do so. For many of us here, home is of course CHOA CHU KANG GRC. In my years of serving here, I have been touched by the many strong people. Last year, we had a dengue situation in Sept. It was a difficult time for many when cases spiked because of dengue breeding at construction sites. But despite the risk to their health, I remember many residents coming forward to say, Sir, I want to walk to you. We want to join you in walking about to look at dengue prevention, to look at awareness with residents, with the help of any officers and strong support of residents who both risk their own health. Remember, they risk their own health because we were all walking into dengue-infested areas. The cases quickly came down much quicker than many other cases around Singapore. Together, we overcame challenges together, went across obstacles for the benefit of all residents together. Our town council did well too. Last year, you noticed a trend that there was a rat infestation problem. This was much earlier before the media picked up on other parts of the island. We acted quickly, worked with NEA to look at new methods of controlling rats. Within 3 months, we brought down the rat population by 90%. Being proactive in finding solutions before the outbreak spread, acting when residents raise issues, and being effective in our execution. So ladies and gentlemen, we are your safety blanket. Sometimes you don't see things because we catch it in advance, but not without the strong support of our residents. Those who say that the kampung spirit is dead have not been to CHOA CHU KANG. Through my close interactions with residents, we have been able to identify your pressing concerns, and we even have taken many of these issues to Parliament. For example, Alex earlier mentioned about the NRP, how we fought for more upgrading projects in CHOA CHU KANG. For many lifts in CHOA CHU KANG GRC, we have also taken this to Parliament, and we have brought forward many of the upgrading for our lifts as well. And we have brought forward 750 upgrade of 70 lifts, many of them in CCK GRC. Instead of waiting for the full cycle of 28 years, we have brought forward the lifts because we care for the safety and comfort of residents. Earlier, Minister Wong spoke about the food in UP. Too bad he's not here. But we'll bring you better food in CHOA CHU KANG. We will have a hawker center. I'm just joking. But the hawker center is real. The PAP has been able to work hard in CHOA CHU KANG because you have given us your support. Do we remember the old opposition from 2011? No, the old opposition is gone. They are long gone. Our opposition today committed to residents of Tampines GRC that they will stand again in Tampines in GE20 after GE2011. Where are they now? They are in CHOA CHU KANG GRC. So my question to them is, will they still be here in GE2020?
No! I'm not sure.
This is about commitment to the people. Our residents deserve better. Our residents deserve a stable and committed team to serve you. So please, tell them, don't take our residents for a ride.
Yep.
For the PAP team, CHOA CHU KANG residents, you will always be first and foremost to us. So residents and friends, we have delivered on major programs for you to the benefit of our residents, to the benefit of our residents today. But we will also look at tomorrow, towards tomorrow. So Minister Gan, Yan Ling, Elvin and I have worked hard to ensure that transport connectivity has improved, and you have seen some results. And there's definitely more you can find your way. You can expect to come your way. These have come through years of hard work on the ground. Not overnight, not because there's general elections. There's no way to have these things just done before elections. You have seen us working, having dialogues to hear you, and many hours with agencies to make this happen, and even in Parliament. And I'm sure Chasin will continue Elvin's great work in the 5 years to come. I will lose a great friend in Elvin, but I think when brothers of Nanyang, many of you will benefit from the hard work that he's put in over the last 9 years. We have fought in areas of transport. In Keat Hong, we have seen an improvement in bus services. The as 392 have been enhanced, and we received 2 new feeder services to cater for the new blocks of BPO flats. Club for our resident volunteers. I know many of our volunteers work very hard too. They came at 6:30 a.m. on several times. Me to survey at bus intervals. We fought with LTA, we got the buses. In addition, we raised issues on bus interchange congestion at Choa Chu Kang Central. We listened to feedback, we took it to Parliament, and Mr. Lee, you announced that in 3 to 5 years' time we will have a new bus interchange in Choa Chu Kang as well. So we have plans for the next 5 years in which Choa Chu Kang residents will benefit from 385 million worth of upgrading projects for various precincts for NRP and HIP. We will also deliver the Walk to Right program with LTA, which will link many homes within 400 meters of MRT stations and 200 meters of LRT stations to make sure that you have sheltered walkways through these transport nodes to the MRT and LRT. There will also be new community clubs in Bukit Gombak and Kep Hong, not far from here. The new Kep Hong CC will have a 24-hour gym, bowling alleys, more food outlets. So we have worked hard over the last 4 years to bring new plans for the next 5. What is us is to see them through and execute them well. And this is what the PAP brings. Able to listen, able to plan, able to think long term, and able to deliver.
Yes!
Residents, at the debate of the presidential address, we opened our last session of Parliament. I spoke on the importance of constructive politics. Constructive politics means putting Singapore and Singaporeans at the heart of each and every one of our policy goals. Serving the people to me is about being fair, being honest, and being compassionate. And when I serve, it is also about putting the community before the people before self, and the nation before self. I have served in Choa Chu Kang for 9 years, and I believe the kampung spirit of Choa Chu Kang will keep us strong and united. Ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues and I are therefore asking for your support that we can serve you even better for the next 5 years. With you, for you, for you. The future of your community is in your vote. The future of Singapore is in your vote. Who do you vote? Who do you vote? Who do you vote? Majulah Singapura! Let's go to Zani. Now let's take a look at the famous testimonial. This all and we don't know how many candidates for consequence you have.
刘女士也是西南社区区长以及文化社区与青年部兼社会家庭发展部政务次长。刘女士，请。
不好意思，不是有点长，对不起。Very good evening, residents of Choa Chu Kang GRC, residents of Multilingual GRC, and Bukit Gombak residents. Selamat malam, welcome, 各位居民们，大家晚上好。50 years ago, we did not know if Singapore could make it. Minister Lawrence Wong sang it, but we did. Our economy has grown 40 times since independence, and we thank our pioneer generation, our founding fathers, for their courage, for their faith that Singapore could have a future. They dared to dream, they dared to persevere, and they made tough sacrifices to bring Singapore to where we are today. Choa Chu Kang GRC and Bukit Gombak has similarly been transformed from a village to a lush estate. All of us here, we want this progress to continue, yes or no? Yes! And that's why we're striving to create a better home together for you. Yes! Because this is home, truly a home where people belong and where people matter. Yes! And this is where we all belong. And this is our home, where you and I, as fellow Singaporeans, will forge our future together. So, I thought I would just talk about HOME, home. My colleagues, Mr. Zaki Mohammed, Mr. Yi Jiaxing, and Mr. Elvin, have spoken about hardware. Hardware, 硬件, as well as hardware, HEART, 芯件. Well, in terms of hardware, I'd just like to add a bit more. To make CHOA CHU KANG GRC a better home, we all have worked hard in the past 4.5 years to sow the seeds of growth and progress together and water it with attention and care. The unique greenery, the unique natural landscape in CHOA CHU KANG GRC is really special to us. And it makes this home like a big garden where a green, vibrant, caring community lives. In the last 4 years, the seeds of improvement for better amenities, better facilities, better transport has borne fruit. The facades and the facilities of our estates have also gotten a makeover. There are new and upgraded recreational facilities like fitness corners, basketball courts, playgrounds in Pavilion Estate, the Village Estate, Guilin Estate, Goodview Gardens, Sunshine Precinct, etc. And the home and living environment of Hill Grove and Guilin residents will be upgraded very soon under the HIP that was secured. And Sunshine residents are also slated for an upgrade very soon. And all of us in Bukit Gombak, we are all looking forward to the opening of the Hillview MRT station come December. And to Hillview MRT station more comfortable, I have fought very hard for LTA to make Hillview a priority station amongst Downtown Line 2 to have sheltered walkways installed. Anyway, you all know, I'm the people. Right. So in total, in Bukit Gombak, we will receive 1,400 meters long of sheltered walkway. Out of which 600 meters around Bukit Gombak MRT station and 800 meters along Hillview Avenue. Where the coverage will go all the way from Hillview MRT station to the bus stop outside Lansdowne Industrial Building. It's a first in Singapore, trust me. Like I said, this is beyond the usual 400 meters given radius because I loyally believe that our residents deserve the best last mile delivery and the last mile connectivity. A better home is not just about new facilities. My colleagues have spoken about that, or just new amenities. It's also about nurturing our people and the hardware. It's about having a home with a heart, where the frail, elderly, vulnerable are taken care of, like what Mr. Elvin have mentioned. And when families are the heartbeat of our community. The golden years of our elderly are important to us. Besides the healthcare benefits provided by the PC card and the Trust card, we also want to weave around our elderly a very robust social safety net. And the Seniors Connect program at Bukit Gombak is a monthly breakfast session that has attracted many seniors. And through that, they have formed fast and steady friendships. And we hope to expand this program for our seniors to enable them to lead very vibrant and also dignified life. And a better home is also one that is inclusive, where the needy and the vulnerable are helped and integrated within the society. And that is why MSF for the last few years has set up so many social service offices in different parts of Singapore. And there's one in Teck Whye, Teck 9. And more recently, another one opened up just opposite Bukit Gombak MRT station. All this brings help closer to our residents, whether they are the vulnerable, needy, and also ensure better delivery of social services. And a home with a heart is also one where, as residents, as fellow Singaporeans, we help one another. In addition to the bursaries and the scholarship, our very own Bukit Gombak befrienders regularly give a helping hand to families and individuals who are in tough situations. My comrades before me have spoken about this unique kampong spirit in Choa Chu Kang GRC. This kampong spirit is what makes a home a real home, isn't it?
Yes!
When everyone rallies together when a member of the family is down, so we are one big Choa Chu Kang GRC family, isn't it?
Yes!
Every Singapore matters.
Yes!
So our home of our hearts will be a place where families, I see so many families here, grow and thrive. Because families form the heartbeat of our nation. Healthy families keep our nation strong and people rooted together. And that is why in Bukit Gombak, more than 3 years ago, we have already transformed the usual every state award ceremony into 52 very cozy sessions to provide our children, our future leaders, when they come by to receive their award, an opportunity to express gratitude, appreciation to their parents, to their family members, and their teachers. Why? Because this simple gesture brings family together. And the attitude of gratitude and love is the glue that will unite us as a family, as a community, and as a nation. And more recently, our residents from Bukit Gombak came together to compose a special SG50 song called A Place Filled with Love. Unfortunately, because I'm a very hoarse voice, I can't sing it. So I'm going to read the lyrics, and this stanza really resonates with me, and I'll just read it to you. Home is a place for our love to be raised. Parents treasure care more than words can convey. We love, share, and play. Oh, what fun we have always. With family, we'll have strength to find our goals. Yes, indeed, with family, whether within our family or as an extension of the community, together we can aim for the sky. That is the kind of strength and purpose that our families can give to us. And for those of us who wish to start or continue to grow our family, we will certainly continue to create more childcare, promote flexible work arrangement and a healthy work-life balance. In fact, just along Hillview Avenue, come next year, November, 180 new childcare places will be available with the upcoming community club in Hillview. More than 180 spaces will be created along Hillview Avenue come end of next year for families. We will continue to provide more multi-generational facilities for children and family. Now, very quickly, it's about opportunities for young, growing families and Singaporeans. So with more kindergarten and childcare centers, nursery scholarship, new education and career pathway, we will support our residents and your family in your pursuit of lives for your goals in life. And there are also new created job opportunities in and around Choa Chu Kang GRC, with also new development in Southwest District, such as the Multilingual Hospital as well as Big Box. Now, N, to us, N is about you matter. Every Singaporean matter. You have our commitment and our dedication to bring about the plans we have for Choa Chu Kang GRC and Bukit Gombak, because every Singaporean matters. We will not stop in our quest for the better. We will continue this pursuit for Choa Chu Kang GRC to grow in beauty, in strength, in character. Because this is home, truly, and worth every single one of our effort, our sacrifice, and moments spent to build a better Singapore, to shape a better Choa Chu Kang GRC together with you. My colleague Mr. Elvin, Mr. Zaki Muhammad and I, and many community leaders in Choa Chu Kang GRC has put in place pillars of hardware like better infrastructure and also hardware, such as the social programs that I mentioned. And with our new colleague, Mr. Lee Jia-Sing, we want to build an even better home for you, with you, in the next land. HOME, with greater opportunity. opportunities, we hope our residents' life will be enriched with a better and brighter tomorrow. Mr. Zaki Mohammed talked about the $385 million master plan for Choa Chu Kang GRC. A lot of revitalization will be happening, and this dynamic environment and our very determined drive to make all these things happen show our passion, our commitment to realize a better life and a better home for you.
Yes!
So, this stands at the turning point of our 50th year. Each and every one of us as Singaporeans, we have a responsibility to safeguard the legacy that our founding fathers have left us. We must not squander this hard-earned progress they have made for our nation, nor take the prosperity for granted. And I hope each and every one of us as Singaporeans will respond and meet the challenges of the future by upholding the values our nation was founded upon. So, come September 11, that we will make wise choices, remain united as a people, continue to create together the home and the Singapore that we love. Because we want this home in Choa Chu Kang GRC to be the kind of home described in the Residents SG2015 song. And I quote, a place filled with love, there's courage within. A heart full of love, there's goodness within. So let this be the fertile garden where our homes, our families, our homes will flourish and blossom. Together we can build upon our aspirations, our dreams for a better tomorrow. Because every Singaporean matters. Because you matter. Together a better home. We are with you, for you, for Singapore.亲爱的居民们，大家晚上好。我们回顾这几年，非常感恩我们五级干国居民们连同我们的团队一起齐心合力，把五级干国打造成为一个温馨的家园。接下来，希望我们各位居民们能给予我们支持，请投选人民行动党，让我们继续为您服务，实现我们列出的许许多多的项目和计划。让我们一起为我们下一代开创一个更美好的家园，好不好？好！家是我们的中心，家是我们努力的核心。在每年呢，我们五级干国会主办50多场的教育助学金颁奖典礼，这个对我来说是特别重要。我一定会跟出席的家长孩子们呢聊天，也鼓励他们要感恩父母哦。拥抱父母，那有不少家庭呢也是第一次拥抱。那每一次这么做呢，哪怕是最后一场第52场，我都感觉非常开心、非常温馨、非常感动。因为家是我们国家的核心，也是我们蔡厝港集选区和五级干国的核心。所以呢，我们会继续努力，也希望居民们给我们委托，让我们一起继续打造一个硬件呢能日益完善，新建呢能日加完美的一个家，我们一定会努力的。那我刚才有讲到，我们有位居民呢，他编了一首歌，非常好听的歌，因为这里有爱。这首歌呢，凝聚了对国家和社区有着浓浓的这个感情。它有一段歌词是这样子，如果声音沙哑，真的没法唱好，我念给你们听啊。星月在其上，代表着辉煌，因为有这家，我们才不平凡。感谢我们的前辈汗水换来的繁华。我们要知道，共同目标，团结最重要。因为这里有爱，心不会迷惘。因为心有爱，才变得更加坚强。是的，因为这里有爱，心才不会迷惘。因为这里有爱，我们才会变得更加坚强。蔡厝港集选区的居民们，过去50年，我们人民行动党和大家一起建设这个温暖的家庭。展望未来，我们还想跟居民们一起把这个家园建设得更加繁华昌盛、和谐温馨，好不好？请给我们支持和委托，好吗？请支持我们，让我们一起把心动变成行动。对了，心 希望变成行动，把支持化成选票，请从我们人民行动党你我同心，为国为民，拿出了Singaporeans！
Tonight's rally, Mr. Gan Chin Yong. Mr. Gan is the Minister for Health and our PAP candidate for CHOA CHU KANG GRC. And one more time.
Friends and residents of CHOA CHU KANG, and Nanya, good evening to all of you. Welcome to our rally. First, let me thank all of you for your support over the last 5 years. For my team and I, so that we can serve you in this place, so that we can contribute and we can work with you. I want to thank you for the opportunity they have given to us and your support. Thank you very much. Friends, your friends first, residents second, because I know many of you, and many of you know me. Friends, this year is a very important year. We celebrate GE2015 this year. We have done well over the last 5 decades. We became an independent country in 1965. The future then was uncertain. As the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew put it was a moment of anguish. Many thought we would not make it, but we did. Now, 50 years later, we have turned a moment of anguish into a moment of pride. We created a robust economy. We developed a world-class education system. We built plaques to house the nation. We evolved an outstanding healthcare system to keep our people healthy. But the landscape is changing. Our demographics are evolving. Family structures are changing too. Our society is also developing. We need to constantly adjust our policies in response to these changes. Indeed, the PAP government has made several significant policy shifts over the years. We have stepped up the housing program to ensure that we have sufficient flats while keeping them affordable. We have established new universities, introduced Skills Future to provide more opportunities for Singaporeans to pursue further education and skills upgrading. When it comes to jobs, we have further tightened the inflow of foreign labor carefully to avoid stifling our local businesses while creating a Singaporean core. We have also enhanced our social safety nets to nurture a more compassionate and inclusive society and ensure that no one is left behind. Now let me talk more about healthcare, which is a subject very close to my heart. We introduced Healthcare 2020 Master Plan to build capacity, ensure quality, and improve affordability. The integrated building at Changi and Indian General Hospital, which opened in July, has added more hospital capacity. Jurong Community Hospital has also opened, and Yishun Community Hospital will also open shortly. We are also building nursing homes as well as developing polyclinics. We will be transforming the Outram campus over the next 20 years to meet the future healthcare needs of Singaporeans. These are very long-term projects that require long-term planning and careful implementation. We are evolving our healthcare system even as we expand it to take care of the older population today and going forward. We are investing in training and capability development so that our healthcare professionals can better prepare for the aging population. We are also recruiting more healthcare professionals, our nurses. Let me take this opportunity to thank all our healthcare workers and professionals for their dedication and their hard work. Thank you. We are investing in keeping our population healthy throughout their life cycle. These are also long-term policies that will span 10 to 15 years to implement and require significant resources. Let me ask you, which party do you think can implement all these policies? PAP! Which party do you trust with the money and the resources to implement these policies? Yes. And let me assure you that healthcare costs will always remain a concern, not only to the Ministry of Health, but also to the Minister of Health and to the Prime Minister as well. First, we want to keep hospitalization costs affordable. We will introduce a Medishield Life in November this year. We will provide all Singaporeans with better protection, and Medishield Life will pay out more so that patients will pay less. You don't have to worry about premiums, as the government will provide premium subsidies for the middle and lower income households. This way, we keep Medishield Life affordable and hospitalization also affordable. Many residents, especially our seniors, welcome the scheme. Guess what? Which party made it happen? Next, we want to also help Singaporeans with outpatient costs. We expanded the CHOA scheme to cover the middle income group so that they too can enjoy government subsidies even when they visit a private clinic. Today, 1.3 million Singaporeans are on CHOA. We have also enhanced specialist outpatient clinic subsidies. I want to talk more about our pioneers now. And it is important for us that we recognize them and their dedication to Singapore. So we introduced a Pioneer Generation Package to honor 450,000 pioneers among us who built Singapore to what it is today. Pioneer Generation Package offers special subsidies and special medicine top-up, as well as outpatient subsidies for our patients, for our pioneers. This Pioneer Generation Package doesn't just ease the burden of our pioneers, it also eases the burden on their children, on you, our residents, who are their caregivers. In fact, Pioneer Generation Package is not just about healthcare costs. Pioneer Generation Package is about recognizing and honoring our pioneers. So to our pioneers, thank you. We can only do this because we have been careful in our finances over the years. Can you count on any other party to be so careful? No! Let me talk about our collective vision as a nation. As we celebrate Singapore's past achievements, we must also think about our future. What kind of Singapore do we want? What kind of society do we wish to hope to have? What kind of values do we want our children to have? What kind of politics do we want to have? This election is very important because it is where we will be choosing our next generation of leaders. These leaders will chart the direction of Singapore's development and lead us forward in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. We have come so far because of exceptional leaders like our founding Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, and his team were able to succeed against all odds, working with Singaporeans. They were exceptional in 3 important ways. First, they were exceptionally in many of their plans. Second, they were exceptionally determined and brave in overcoming obstacles and challenges. Third, they were exceptionally dedicated. They gave their lives so that others may have a better life. The challenges we face ahead will be quite different from those of theirs. But we need the same qualities in our current and future leaders to take us forward towards SG100. Without vision, without determination, or without dedication, we will not make progress, and we will be marginalized over time. So we need to choose our leaders very carefully. I will conclude my speech by talking about CHOA CHU KANG and our vision for it. What do we hope CHOA CHU KANG will be like in 5 to 10 years' time? We want it to be a better home for you, the residents, and we want to continue to work with you to make that happen. Chasin talked about making CHOA CHU KANG a better home and a vibrant community. Zaki talked about making CHOA CHU KANG a better home for today and tomorrow. Yan Ling talked about making CHOA CHU KANG a better home for your family and your children. I will talk about making CHOA CHU KANG a better home for for all ages. All of us are aging quickly, getting older. Singapore as a whole is getting older. We can remain vibrant, connected, active, and we can lead a fulfilling life even as we age if we do it right. There are three things we must do. First, we have to ensure that our infrastructure and facilities are age-friendly. That means they are suitable for the young, the grown-ups, and the old. We have put in place lift upgrading programs, which Mr. Zaki talked about. We have fought hard for neighborhood renewal programs, as well as home improvement programs that included programs such as EVE. Secondly, we need to create opportunities for activities and programs for intergenerational interaction, so that the old remain part of the family and part of the community. That is why we do our best to foster intergenerational bonding. We do this by having more and programs where all members of the family can come together to meet with their neighbors and to strengthen their family bonding. Many of these programs are designed to bring the community closer. Our Care and Share initiative has also benefited many residents. Why do we do this? This is because we care for you. And this is why we also want to help and encourage our seniors to stay healthy, so that they not only live long, they can also live healthily and live well. There are plans to create more spaces and more senior fitness corners around CHOA CHU KANG, so that our older citizens have ample opportunity to keep fit and stay fit, as well as to mingle and make new friends. We are also conducting health screening programs for our seniors to better diagnose and manage their chronic conditions. These are exciting plans we are putting together, but we cannot do it alone. We welcome your ideas. We need your participation. So do please give us your contribution and your feedback. But most of all, we need your support and your endorsement. Today on this stage, my team and I will renew our commitment to serving the residents of CHOA CHU KANG. So I urge you to give my PAP team a strong mandate so that we can work with you, for you, and for Singapore. For a better home.
Thank you, Mr. Gan, and thank you everyone for attending tonight's rally. Thank you.
谢谢副长。今天的朋友们，今天晚上的人民行动党蔡厝港集选区群众大会就到此结束。再次感谢大家踊跃的出席。
Before we go, let's hear some cheers from everyone.
在放歌前，让我们一起来喊我们的口号。
马祖老Singapore。马祖老 PAP。With you. For you. For Singapore. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
冇嚟能冇落嚟啦，冇你話冚家就冚家就地冇又地冇，地冇又地冇。冇嚟能冇落嚟啦，你 never come 啊？你 maybe。
They will come out, confirm they will come out.
Yeah, they will come.
Coming.
Thank you.
Này nó cam là stuck rồi đi là đây stuck rồi đi là. Cô đê là cam là cô đê không.
Good evening, this is Amanda coming to you live from CHOA CHU KANG Secondary School. We just concluded a rally for PAP's team here. The crowd is still very enthusiastic and still an all-time high. There were a lot of moments tonight that the crowd actually cheered along and whistled, and they were holding out placards in support of PAP's efforts to actually contest for this GRC here. All candidates from the PAP team tonight actually turned up in full force to contest for CHOA CHU KANG GRC, and they also had members who helped them rally support, and I think they really won the hearts of the crowd by being able to communicate in multi-languages, catering to anyone from young to old, and I think they actually did a pretty good job tonight. If most of the supporters here were really enthusiastic. Let's just move around and see if we can get some responses from the crowd here tonight. Can we do a short interview with you? Okay. Yeah, we just want to find out. So you were here for tonight's rally? Yep. So how do you feel after listening to what the PAP team has to propose for? Do you belong to just GRC? Yep. Okay. I'm from here. Okay, so are you a PAP supporter? Yeah, I am. Okay, so what do you any thoughts on after hearing what they have planned for?
Well, to me, they have done so much. Okay. You know, at the end of the day, you look at what they have done, and I'm really happy with that. Okay. So I'm comparing to other countries, and you look around and you see what is happening. So what I want is security. Yeah, and PAP has provided that over the past few years. They have done it, and you know, I'm very happy with that.
Okay, but is there any changes that you're actually hoping to see coming up from this time's GE? Or would you maybe even be more supportive of having more opposition voices in the parliament this time around?
I always ask myself, okay, you want to have opposition? Can they do what the PAP has done? Okay. You know, this is my question to them. Well, it's good to have opposition. It is good, but then can you do what the PAP has done? Okay. You know?
So whether they can sustain the efforts of what has already been done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what I don't mind having opposition, but maybe like what Workers' Party. You know, you have got Workers' Party, but must be credible people. You know, you don't go and get people like, I don't know, the PPP or something like that. Okay. You know, or the guy, what's Roynan, you know, these people, oh my, don't waste your time. Workers' Party, okay. You know, sensible people, huh?
But do you think this time around we have more credible opposition?
Yes.
We do?
Yes. Okay. I was looking at the way they speak. You know, the Workers' Party, they've got really good people. You know, like Leon Pereira. Okay. I was really very, you know, when he spoke, I don't know, he reminded me of Lee Kuan Yew. Okay. Because I'm old school, you see, and I love Lee Kuan Yew. Okay. So it is this thing in me that he has done so much, and you know, my support will always be for him, for PAP.
Do you think actually, because the passing of MM Lee will affect this year's GE results in any way?
I don't think
people
so.
Will sway? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so it's going to be two independent situations altogether.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think so.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we have a very avid PAP supporter here who has witnessed the progress of Singapore over the past 50 years and strongly continues to believe that under the domination PAP, Singapore will continue to prosper. Let's just move on and see if we can get any more people. Okay, it's a bit shy. Can you speak Chinese? Happy TV。Happy TV 是哪里的？对，我们就是YouTube live broadcast of。对，新加坡的。我要外国。啊，OK。 The crowd is still roaring and cheering for the PAP members.可以访问你吗？就几个问题。
我没有化妆很难看。
不用紧的，就是简单几句。就是今天可以讲华语的。然后今天就是听了就是这个他们讲的东西，有什么感想吗？
感想就是很感动啊。
会很感动。
呀，因为我
supporter 吗？
对呀，一定的啊。
OK。
呀，我们要感恩 PAP。
OK。
啊，然后就是PAP 跟我们真的把新加坡真的。
你觉得他们对我们新加坡的贡献是
一定
共同的，对吧？
一定啊！然后所以我们人民一定要感恩。
今天听了他们的演讲，有没有哪一点是特别，就是跟你有共鸣的呢？
就是说他会继续为新加坡做更多的贡献，然后把那些好像年老的人民，给他们好像更加多的
package 推出了，对吗
？Pioneer package，然后就是还有那些像医药的服务啊，给他们能够好像就是说能够减省他们的开销，是这样子的。我也
所以你会继续支持 PAP？
一定的，我们一上来就是支持 PAP 的。
OK。那你觉得可能今年因为就是李光耀先生去世嘛，你觉得他的这件事情会不会影响就是贿选的那些成绩呢？
不会啊，因为我觉得他还没有生病的时候，当他好像他的那个体力，他一向都是有贡献的，只是说在后台贡献的。然后他不会就这样把新加坡就是他一定是有how do I say in English 就是说一定是有准备好的所以。然后呢是他的儿子李显也会继续继承把新加坡搞得更好。
OK 那你会觉得就是其实我们政府有一些反对党的那些人选，就是多一点反对党的人进入政治，你会就是同意吗？
同意。
还是你就是希望大部分还是 PAP？
说我同意不同意啊？就是说因为我是 PAP supporter。
OK。
然后 PAP 也不建议有反对党，因为 PAP 已经把所要搞的事情已经搞好了。
OK。
所以你别的好像反对党来 PAP 都能够打。
OK。
就是我的意见。
很支持
支持对呀对呀，因为我觉得啦，就是说好像没有我们的防人法的李光耀。就是没有今天的新加坡，也是他有一批很好的 PAP 把新加坡搞得有今天的一个这么小的国家，现在好像每一个国家都认识PAP，就是这样。所以我们要感恩我们的防人法的，还有感恩他一批的工作人员一起把新加坡这样搞好。
OK。好，谢谢你的时间。Thank you. Okay, another PAP supporter here. I guess tonight it's pretty evident that most of the crowd, I think, that turned up tonight are actually PAP supporters, and they are actually very happy to hear of the plans that the team PAP has put up for them. In the coming years, should they be actually successfully elected into the parliament this time around again. Just going to walk around. Actually, most of the crowd has already dispersed by this time. A few are actually staying back just to take photos. And we still see very strong supporters. A lot of people were actually dressed in white tonight in support of it was something that was pretty amazing. We can get any more people. Uncle 可以访问你吗？不要哈 ，OK。Camera shy. Okay, actually most of the crowd is more or less gone, and I guess, yep, it's a wrap for tonight's PAP rally.